Everybody's been dealt their cards. Everybody knows the rules. Now it's just the crease of a brow, the deep set of a frown. Then maybe you'll know how to play the game and win it too. You glance down to your hand. How beautiful it is. Such a clearly defined road to victory. You lay your cards out for all to see, yet now the man with the deep-set frown isn't frowning anymore. It's a cold smile, yet it fills your chest with the heat of rage. He beat you. How did this happen? Should you have read the room better? Should you have waited to decide if your cards were as picturesque as you thought they were? Did you go too fast? You always go too fast. How fickle allegory can be. Because my mind lingers in my own head, with it being the only variable it calculates. Yet I forget that other minds reside in other brains with their own dangerously conservative estimates of variables. All of it is too complex, too self-centered, too difficult to make any sense of. For me, at least. So instead I imagine movies, entire life stories trapped within 2 hours, a beginning, a middle, and an end. An introduction to the characters, the conflict being presented, and maybe a montage of the character preparing to face the conflict. And within the montage lies my problem, for I imagine myself flying through it and getting to the good part in under a minute. But that's not how life works. You must endure through the boring so that whatever destination you find yourself in is worth it in the end. But that's just the thing. I have not arrived at this destination. I am not at the end, where it's all worth it. So I lack this appreciation, and so I move fast. This is the main reason why many relationships I've had with people have fallen apart. Rather quickly at that. To those people, I apologize. But so what is our poker player to do? He cannot know what anyone else's hand contains. He cannot know if anyone has better cards than him. One could try to read the room, but that's only effective to a point. There's a reason they call playing poker gambling. So perhaps the game is not a game of strategy. Life doesn't have to be a game of goals applied to everyone you meet. Perhaps the game is simply just a game to be played, and life is an experience only to be lived. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge one of my favorite Discord servers, Petrichor. Petrichor is a community-based mental health server with tons of channels to make friends in, to vent about your problems in, or just share things that interest you. If you've been feeling overwhelmed by life, family, friends, school, or work, spending some time in Petrichor and realizing you're not alone might just be the thing you needed. Join our lovely community at the link in the description. I think of how demoralizing it can be for a game to get leaked. Like how the next Grand Theft Auto game got a lot of development video leaked last September. At first it was so exciting to know that the game was even real, but looking back, it feels cheap. Like I was robbed of the true surprise of a genuine trailer for the game with no idea it was even coming. I imagine the developers feel this 1,000-fold, that something they had been working on for so long got shown to the public far before they were ready, and for it to be such sensitive and behind-the-scenes footage. My point with all of this is that patience is valuable beyond measure, for a lack of patience will bring with it an abundance of regret. That things will no longer be novel, and they will only be things, and that excitement will remain dull when not preceded by suspense. Imagine if we were taught all there was to know about math in kindergarten, or our science teacher taught us about quantum mechanics while we were dissecting owl pellets. Time moves forward, and we move with it, and there will be nothing left to do in the future if you do everything now. Thank you for watching.